Briefly, I want to talk now about the Hezbollah attack in the Golan Heights, where 12 children died from a rocket which landed on a football pitch. The funerals took place yesterday afternoon. This could end in a catastrophic situation between Israel and Lebanon. I want to talk now to the foreign affairs analyst, whose latest book is The Future of Geography, How Power and Politics in Space Will Change Our World, Tim Marshall. Hi, Tim.
Good morning.
This is, Hezbollah are denying being responsible for these deaths of the children. Is there actually any doubt about whether they carried it out or not, first of all?
Very little. They claimed it to begin with, and when they realized what they'd hit, quickly backtracked. They've been firing, and the Israelis have been firing at them ever since October 8th last year, the day after the October 7th attacks in Israel by Hamas. And they've launched tens of thousands of rockets at Israel since then. But it's important to remember that they both calibrate their attacks. Hamas thought that Hezbollah would come to their aid. Hezbollah thought, we don't want to get involved in this because we'll get smashed. Mm-hmm. And so they've calibrated what they've sent into Israel and what they've aimed at. And this is a very dangerous game. And the Israelis do this as well, because you calibrate below the threshold of something that will trigger an all-out war. But mistakes happen, and this looks like what happened over the weekend. It's almost certainly a Falak 1 Iranian-made missile. The Americans tracked where it was launched from, which is a Hezbollah position in southern Lebanon. The target almost certainly was an Israeli military base on Mount Hermon. But this is an unguided missile. It appears to have overshot by a couple of kilometers, and it's fallen on this Druze town in the Golan Heights with the subsequent civilian casualties.
The Golan Heights are Israeli occupied, as we know. Hezbollah are, of course, backed by the Iranians. If Israel strikes Hezbollah targets now, which is what is being discussed by many diplomats, and Blinken yesterday has quite harsh words to say, would Israel effectively be in a proxy battle with Iran?
It already is. This has been going on for the past year, or in fact, past years. Basically, the Iranians supply Hezbollah through Iraq and Syria, and that's where the missiles come in. And the Israelis have been striking them, those convoys. So they're already in this proxy war. And of course, they did exchange blows themselves a few weeks ago. The problem now comes is that Israel has to respond. I mean, it actually had some airstrikes yesterday. I think there's a drone attack that's gone in today. I go back to this word, Carol, calibration. The Israelis have to calibrate their response that shows everybody we have responded ferociously to this attack, but they have to do it at a level that does not make Hezbollah then climb the escalatory ladder. And this is a very, very dangerous game. Most countries play this at times of great tension and conflict. So I think they will go further than they've gone today. The Hezbollah has already cleared some sites out of the Bekaa Valley, cleared some positions out of southern Lebanon, waiting for what's going to happen. Now, the question is, will they just absorb this attack and leave it, or will they go up a rung?
Yeah, Tim, you say that there is already a proxy battle taking place between Israel via the proxy of Lebanon with Iran. If that's the case, which undoubtedly it is, why do you think David Lammy, the Foreign Secretary, is now saying that he is, and I'm quoting, deeply concerned about the risk of further escalation and destabilisation of the area?
Because this is where, to use that old phrase, the balloon could go up. I mean, this is what everyone's been frightened of since October the 7th. And as I said, Hezbollah have said, well, we'll make a few sort of noises to make it look like we're supporting you, but we don't really want to get dragged in. Fundamentally, Hezbollah, it's not Lebanon. Lebanon is a very divided place, and Hezbollah is the most powerful faction within it. Fundamentally, Hezbollah is Iran's safety net. If the Israelis ever attacked Iran with overwhelming force, at that point, Iran will press the button and Hezbollah will go into action properly. They have thousands of guided missiles which could wreck Israeli cities. But Iran doesn't want to burn that safety net unless it is attacked. But the problem comes now when you're climbing the escalatory ladder, and this is why Mr. Lamy has said what he said, and Mr. Blinken yesterday and others, is that they know that if this goes and gets out of hand, there will be a massive war between Lebanon and Israel, and it could spread. Erdogan in Turkey is already making rumbling noises. That's why. It's because we keep approaching these moments when it could spread properly across the Middle East. It's already spread anyway, but properly. And we are approaching this moment. As I said, again, escalatory or absorb and climb down.
Yes. Tim, thank you very much. Obviously, it's going to be a powerful week in terms of the story as it continues this week. And we'll update you with anything that happens there.